Hi, friends.
Hey.
You went up.
He went up.
Painful.
You did. It wasn't painful. You had to answer a riddle.
It's so hard.
It was great.
I'm a science bitch, okay? We're not good with those types.
Dude, I was in pain because I knew a lot of them. I was like,
No
Me
idea.
too.
I had no idea.
I tried. I wanted to go easy. I knew somebody would get the classics.
oh yeah, obviously.
Dude,
Had to have some of the classics.
unless you pulled out like the horse on Wednesday or whatever thing, that was gonna be fun. There is no way.
I used to have a teacher that at the beginning of every class would do one, and so I was like, I remember these.
I'm so bad.
Holy cow.
Not
That
very good at
mask was
riddles.
probably hot that whole time.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah. Hey, you committed to the bit. That was good.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. The Jordy LaForge thing absolutely fucking killed me.
That was dead. Slayed me.
Yeah, that was.
Jordy LaForge. That's quick.
Thank
That's
you.
quick.
No, I'm glad. I know. I went out on the limb with the shrubbery and all of that, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe people aren't getting that. I'm definitely hitting a certain target audience.
I got it.
I got it.
But yeah, I'm glad.
It's
Yeah.
hard sometimes because like some of the things I feel like Jack wouldn't react to, so I'm just like,
Yeah. Like, that's the other thing. Is like, Philly's pretty fucking dumb. She's not going to get any of these. Like, never mind, I can't get them. But Philly's definitely not going to get them either.
Well, that's good role playing then.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Actually, I knew the answer the whole time.
the whole time.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Yeah, thank you.
I was dying. You're like, Ollie, why do they keep saying your
Ollie!
name? Ollie, your name. And he's like,
what?
there's some sort
That
of
was great.
hint. Some sort of
I know.
hint in my name.
Merrick and I both are going, Ollie.
But can I also tell you that I didn't know that until you asked that question. I had no fucking idea. I was like, is there some kind of hint in his name? And I go, oh. Like, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Oh my
And then I
God.
actually just leaned into it. But no, Katie had no idea. Billy definitely had no idea. And then I got it and just leaned into it.
Right on.
No clue.
Yep.
It was great though.
It
I
was
have
pretty
heard that
funny.
one before, actually. Once, like, after it was said.
The first one.
The name one, I definitely I've heard before. I think I've heard the shadow one before. Riddles. I love riddles. I'm terrible at them.
See, I knew I had heard the 1, 2, 3, 4 one before. I just was trying to remember it, and then she went A, B, C, and I was like, wait.
I actually said SRQP. Oh, I was saying it backwards, but
That actually, I got that from the original Redbox Dungeons and Dragons set.
Yeah.
And I tried with the hint. I was like, the Great Wizard Menser, Frank Menser, but it didn't. It just tried. But yeah, that was really fun. I'm really glad. Thank you very much for having me, Huli. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Total blast.
And you were all great to play with.
This group is if you had to think of a TV show to like compare my Wednesday night group to, I would say, what's that Rob Dyrdek show that's not ridiculousness?
Robin Big?
Fantasy Factory?
Fantasy Factory. Yes. This is Heroes and Hooligans cast of Fantasy Factory.
There you go.
Sick. Pretty
Yeah.
soon we'll be on MTV 24/7.
There we go.
Well, we're pretty close to on Twitch and YouTube 24/7 since we have, I don't know, 11 official DMs on our channel right now, 18 running shows, and I think 3 or 4 more getting ready to launch.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
Don't count me in. I'm very happy to be here. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it's fun.
A lot of fun. It's been
Yeah.
great.
Michael was Frigg on Monday night. That was awesome. That was a great callback, by the way. They didn't watch the show, so they didn't get it. Frigg, Norse goddess, Frigg. Michael voiced for Frigg for Monday. And Frigg was drunk and had been throwing gnomes with dwarves after drinking some ale. So that's kind of, and then there were some halflings that had left a cask of medicated bread.
Yeah, they left the leaf and we put it in the bread
Yeah.
Yep.
to make
Yeah.
muffins.
Yep. And so
Yeah.
that's
And the
where
dragon
that
ate a
comment-
dozen.
The dragon did eat a
He ate
dozen.
a dozen. I laid him
dozen-
out on a tray like sushi.
It was pretty.
Yeah, Frigg had my beard as well because she'd been up all night drinking with the dwarves. At the end of the drinking contest, the dwarves were like, "Oh, you did such a great job! You won! And they're like winking at each other, and she's hammered. She has no freak. She's like, "I won the contest with the dwarves! Oh, that's so neat!" And you get a special drink, and they gave her the special drink, and then bam, 3 days worth of beard and random, stuff
It's
like this.
entertaining. Hey, Rob. Glad
Hey.
you're back, buddy.
Hey, Rob.
That was awesome. That was so much
That was
fun
great.
having the skull. That was so, oh my God. I thought I was going to piss my pants for it.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about. I was waiting for you to get here because I knew you would be a few minutes to talk about Ben's day off at the very beginning, because I can see each one of you's panels at the bottom of the screen when you're backstage, and none of you can see each other. So as
Right.
Ben is on the screen having his day off, like causing chaos, I'm like telling Chris, look at Rob down here. I'm like pointing to my computer, like, look, Rob is about pissing himself, falling over out of his chair, laughing. I'm just watching everybody's reaction. It was entertaining.
It was like, just the imagery was very,
He was
very
great.
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah.
You got
You
this
could
like,
definitely picture it. Yeah.
the golden skull with the freaking flames in the background. Yeah, that was new. That's a whole new aspect of this whole
Yeah.
campaign that we've that was wild, man. That was cool.
That was all Michael on his own, putting the green screen with the flames live in the background and having the mask. Like, that wasn't my request. That was Michael took the character and did what he did with it. So thank you. That was fantastic.
Yeah, that
Really
was
good job.
awesome, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that it went over very well. I was a little concerned that mask is difficult to see out of. So it was with the lights in my face, I could see it, and it was pretty cool. Actually, I've had this for a long time. I wear this at Halloween. So I have this, and we have an all black getup, right? And then I'll wait, and if it's teenagers at the door, then I pop out of the door like this, and they're like, "Ah, God!" And I throw the candy at them.
And it's not Halloween when this is happening.
No, this is
No, I'm
they
kidding.
come to the door where they're trying to sell magazines, and I'm like,
Right. We're the people
But, yeah.
from the Latter-day Saints here.
I didn't say that.
Oh,
You
hello,
said that.
come in.
Welcome to my home.
Would you like to come to my basement?
Ew.
But yeah, I'm glad it went over well, and you all were a great bunch to play with, and I appreciate it very much. It was cool, and I hope that you I don't know how many of you are gonna get it when I was calling you boobs and like talking about barbarians and green cats. I dated myself a little bit with that one. Ollie,
No,
you
I
know that
don't.
one? Come on.
What's this?
When I was like,
Monty
"Oh, you boob!"
Yeah.
That was from Monty Python, right?
No,
There was a little Monty Python reference.
There
There
was
was.
when I did the
The
shrubbery.
Knights
No,
of
I was
The
Satan.
Shrubberies.
I was channeling Skeletor from 8 original
Oh,
He-Man.
I-
yeah. Because you were like
I heard it.
the
I was-
barbarian with the green tiger.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's
The loin-
He-Man."
The loincloth.
Well, you know what almost made me piss my pants is like, honestly, is because when you guys were like arguing about, like, you were arguing about gardening, and like, I'm a big gardener, and you're like, your tomatoes suck or whatever. I was like, only like I can understand the hilariousness of seeing a flaming skull with flames in the background talking about gardening. You know, I mean, it's just
We start up an offshoot, have you be gardening, and then I'll come around and be like, yeah, sure, his gardening is so good.
yeah. What if it was just like a real life? It's like just somebody's garden, and it's like a community CSA or something. But then like the flaming skull is like superimposed in there, like as a
That would be fun.
like hassling the customers or something.
I enjoyed Philly jumping on the button after Ben had left, and then here goes
Right.
Ben's voicemail, and then it goes away, and then here goes Philly jumping on the button again, and here's Ben's voicemail again.
He never made a beep to leave a message. It was just bye. I would have left a message, but there was no voice box.
Oh, I should have.
There was no like leave a message after the beep. I would have left a message just like into the air, but it was just like, okay, bye. I was like, okay, I pressed the button again.
Wait, because Ben doesn't want to kick. This doesn't care what you say. Ben doesn't give it. He's like, whatever, meatbag. Go. I'm not listening to you anymore. And she told me Huli was like, he's snarky. I'm like, okay.
Okay, I know snarky.
Does the amplifier go up to 11? But
No, they can take it. This guy right here, his mom was on her deathbed, and he was more concerned about her sex life than her dying. So they'll be fine.
We were dying.
It
Oh,
was very
boy.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody can hurt my feelings. I hope.
I mean, you're also like you're not your character,
Right.
Yeah.
You guys like separate the two people.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. I really enjoy having voice actors play NPCs, and whenever I meet with all of the voice actors, whenever we bring new ones on, I always tell them like the NPCs at Heroes and Hooligans are not non-player characters; they're non-party characters because there's definitely a player behind them. And I don't know, I've said probably a million times, we don't script. Everybody knows that, so it's like always entertaining to me whenever somebody comes in to play a part, and like I send them a document that has some information in it, and it's never a script. It's always just like, here's what you know, here's what the character kind of looks like, here's any other affiliations that you have, and if there's anything that they know that they can't tell you, there's that listed in there too. If there's a stat block or anything, I give them that, right? Like, so it's like a very minimal amount of information. It's essentially like handing over a character sheet to a new player at the table. Like, you don't tell them how to role play, you're just handing them a character sheet. So that's really what I do. So it's like, it's entertaining to me whenever they come in and they're just like, this is what we're doing. And I'm just like, fuck yes, it is. This is exactly what we're doing. And it's going to forever be this way because this is what you said in this moment. It's canon now.
Yeah. Yeah. The NPCs, like guest NPCs, like add so much to the game because like it, you can start to learn like kind of where a DM is heading or think you do at least, or like have an idea. But like when a guest comes on, you literally have no fucking idea whatsoever, and it just makes it so much more entertaining to play and probably as well to watch.
Absolutely.
Rob,
all
your
of you are
mind
doing a
was
great
blown.
job. I want to hear more about all of your characters because I think that all of you were doing a fantastic job role playing. You had voices going on, you had the demeanors going on, and everything. I really thought that it was like, wow, this group is in it, and it's really because that's what we're all here to do. I mean, we are all just here to play, act, and have a good time. And I was impressed.
Wait till you
really
meet
fun.
Jason too. Like Jason
Yeah.
plays Temper.
Hello.
Temper is
Hello,
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are we
So-
stopping?
yeah.
I am Temper.
Yeah,
I
your
can feel
parties,
Broken
bones and broken skin, but
But
not broken
Broken
hearts.
hearts. Not yet.
Not yet. No. So Jason is my favorite DM of all time, but Jason is a player. He's just out of town on an Alaskan cruise, and I'm fucking jealous of him. And I wanted that same T-shirt that you wanted, Rob, and neither one of us got it, and it's terrible. Anyway, so
The salmon?
Jason plays, the salmon. Jason plays Temper. This campaign is it's based off of some Disney stuff. So each of their characters are modeled after a character in the Disney world somewhere. Jason's character is based off of Baymax from Big Hero 6, loosely so. And so Jason, he like really took that character, put some lines together for it, and leaned into it. And obviously, like, everybody's quoting different temper lines because he plays his character so fucking well that he has coinable phrases in that character.
Well, he's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
he has
it's like
certain responses to certain things. Like anytime we come and like if there's like somebody standing on a hill 200 feet away, he's like, "Hello."
Yeah.
hello.
There's no pretenses for.
I
He'll
am
say hello and then
Pepper.
say, "Are we stealthing?"
Are we stealthing?
We're all
Yeah.
like, well, not anymore, man. Oh.
Yeah.
Jason's the
I mean-
king of rolling a nat 1 for temper for stealth, and he has a negative to his stealth, so he'll roll a nat 1, get the negative, and go to 0.
Yeah, my stats are like I have the worst stats. Like it's like non-optimized. It's
Do you
like
need to move 'em around?
anti-optimized.
Do we need
No,
to
I
move him
kind of
around?
just like I just go with it because like it just I don't know.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, I have a lot of hit. I like instead of putting it into wisdom, I put it into constitution, which would give me
You
more
have a lot
hit
of hit
points.
points. You're a
'Cause I
tank.
was like, I'll just I don't.
Yeah, he's like a tanky built
Yeah.
cleric. He's a battle cleric essentially, right?
but-
That's the way you built him.
Like my DC is like low though because my wisdom's not that.
I
high.
got your wisdom is
It's
low.
like so if you want to save versus whatever against me, it's like 12 or something.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody else is like 14. Whatever.
Yeah, it's all right. You can move him around if you want to, though. Like if we need to talk about fixing your sheet, we can.
It's more narrative and more story and character and acting driven than it is
Yeah.
rules driven.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just me. You know that. Well, you
Yeah.
didn't know that until you played at my table because you never played at my table before this game.
Ah,
What did
that's
you
awesome.
think? What did you think the first time? Because you've been playing D&D a long time, Rob. Like old
Yeah.
school, back to the table,
Dude,
D&D.
I played in second grade in a Catholic school in a nuns class.
Yes,
She,
you did.
Wow.
she didn't know what was going on, but she was a sweetheart. She was the lady who would let you go to the bathroom. You know?
Wow.
Wow.
What a gal.
Yeah,
Really fucking
good.
rule breaker here.
But we
Yeah.
played, I remember in second grade.
that's amazing.
So-
yeah.
That's all I can remember from that year, by the way.
Mhm.
Was playing D&D. and
That
going
was
to
the
bathroom.
highlight of my entire year.
So you've been playing D&D a long time, and Jason's was your
Yeah.
first online campaign for Sundays, and
Yeah,
then
yep.
we put Heroes and Hooligans together, and it evolved from there. Like your first guest star experience in a campaign, how was that for you?
Who was the first guest star I can think of?
Theo probably.
Yeah. Temper's
Theo.
dad.
Temper's dad.
Oh yeah.
Well, you had I think probably your first most memorable one. Probably Perdita was the one that you
Yeah, with
liked
the
a
dogs.
lot with the
yeah,
dogs.
Perdita. I mean, all the characters in 100 Acre
Bob.
Woods.
Originally started off as just
Yeah,
a
and
regular
Bob.
NPC and then played with our crew.
Mm-hmm.
See, the thing was like when I first started off, it was like I'm not trying to sound sexist in any way, but it was like the first time I played with a female dungeon master.
Mm-hmm.
It just used to be a boys' club forever, you know. It's just like, you know. But I'm glad, you know. Obviously, I show up every session possible, and like it was just like all these new people, and I kind of had like a little bit of social anxiety at first, just because it's just like new people. I don't want to like step on anybody's toes or like act out of line or offend anybody, and then you know get to know everybody, and then we can kind of start gelling once we
Yeah.
got into like that into the hotel with Bob and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
everybody's
if you wanna
just
be a
fun to
paradise.
play with. Like everybody's
Mhm.
awesome. So I love it.
That's cool.
You guys are an entertaining group for sure. This is a campaign. This was my first ever campaign I ever wrote. This one right here. This is the third group that I've played it with. And the other two groups were a lot of fun. Kayla and Jason played in one of them. Like we had a lot of fun for what we did play of it. But this group, entertains the piss out of me because I never know in what direction they're going to go. Aside from even Temper is not predictable because most of the time Temper is sweet, but sometimes he'll say something like 10 out of 10 doctors do not recommend you fucking with my friends because that is how your teeth get broken.
Yeah, it's actually.
Yeah, it's like something sounds sweet and medical, but it's actually, I mean,
he's actually like tossing an insult. And then like Ollie was like this like really kind of like nice but depressed all the time, just wanted to nap, wanted to be left alone. And then they make a friend, and then Ollie's like, hey friend, can I tell you a secret? And then the friend's like, yeah, what's the secret? And Ollie's like, yeah, I want to kill you. And the friend's like, that's not how you make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a day.
It's because of the mom situation.
I still remember.
You have to act out.
I still remember when I turned invisible and grabbed Christopher Robin's mom and dragged her down the stairs.
Her head down every stairs. So they went to 100 Acre Wood. 100 Acre Wood is I tend to write real life themes into my campaigns, but in a kind of different manner than most, right? So there was like this underlying thing of addiction in the 100 Acre Woods. That was like the big problem there. And so when they got there,
I like honey. You shouldn't be judging me. I like honey.
Yeah, it was Fae honey. That was like extremely addictive Fae honey.
It was everywhere in that town.
But like Christopher Robin was Norman Bates, essentially. He was built or like Norman Bates. So in a room in his house is his mother's corpse, and he wouldn't let the party go upstairs. He was like very polite to them, invited him in for tea. They're in the sitting room in this big ass mansion in the middle of these woods that they've never been to before. And oh, you know what? Actually, let me play you this video. You'll get it. 1 second. Here you go.
Dark.
It's so dark.
I love that shit.
I know.
I do love it.
It just looked like a brown hillbilly bear thing. Oh, that's terrible to say. Don't say that. But it just looks like a brown bear. Yeah, wow. That was holy moly.
It was dark. It was dark as fuck.
Don't touch my honey, piglet. You're going to become bacon.
Well,
I can't do poo. I try to do poo.
So each of them, right? Like each character in the 100 Acre Woods had an issue. Like they were not okay people.
Mm-hmm.
let me see. Let me pull up some stuff here. We'll talk about it because actually that was some really good stuff. 100 Acre Wood was a blast.
It was
You
very
guys
good.
were in 100 Acre Wood for a while.
Isn't it now that Winnie the Pooh is like free use or something?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
can go. Yeah,
There's
I
a
saw that.
slasher movie coming out.
Yeah.
I saw something about that. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
is
we
going
did it
on?
already. We did that already. Their
And I
slasher
was
movie
like,
ripped us off.
they're biting off of Hooley's work here.
They are biting off it. So, in our 100 Acre Wood, Christopher Robin was modeled around Christopher, or he was
Norman Bates.
Christopher Robin. Yeah, Christopher Robin Bates. He was modeled around Norman Bates, and Philly went. She got it in. She won a contest where she got a cupcake that turned you invisible if you won. It was a cupcake eating contest. And so she snuck upstairs where Christopher Robin told them they weren't allowed to go. And when she got up there, she like found his mom's room, and like his mom was like not talking or anything. And she like grabbed the chair and started pulling the chair, and then like pulls the chair down the stairs, realizing like, oh, this is a dead body. And like the head hits the stairs, every single stair on the way down, and like drags it invisibly into the living room in front of everybody. So this chair with Christopher Robin's mom just comes bouncing down the stairs. Nobody sees who's doing it, and slides right into the living room. And everybody's just like, what the fuck? And
I don't
I think
remember that.
you maybe might
But-
not have been there that day. Were you not there that session? No, you
I
were.
don't know.
Not.
But the funniest thing was like your reaction, because like you were making me roll these stealth checks and shit, and I was like, "Does she look dead? Or, like, is she alive?" And you were like, "Well, look," and she wasn't doing anything. And I go, "Okay." I grabbed the chair, and you're like, "What?" I think I grabbed the rocking chair, and I just drag it down the stairs. It was so good. You were like, okay.
Wow.
What if you surfed
Oh,
it
that's
like
crazy.
almost like skateboard it down the steps, like
I
almost like
dragged it
ski it?
I hit every
Like,
step on the way down. And then
ski
I
it down.
turned back uninvisible, joined the group. It was like, oh my God, what happened?
Start hitting it with acorns. Bah, bah.
Yeah, that was entertaining.
That's fun.
So that was Christopher Robin. Eeyore was like
Olga.
Olga nailed Eeyore, but
Oh
Eeyore
Oh
was
my
like
gosh, she was
undead.
awesome as
It was
Olga.
like an alien in a skin suit. And
Yeah.
then Kanga was like she had her like culty thing she was worshiping, and like Rue was this like little runaround kid whose mom kind of just left him, and who was a glutton who has an addiction to honey, and like Owl is a cannibal who had like little voodoo dolls of everybody in the party. Like it was just mildly entertaining to see the 100 Acre Wood be something other than sweet and what everybody thinks it is.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, and they
Well,
got
Like watch out! Somebody's gonna try to steal all this material, and you're gonna watch a movie, and it's gonna be like exactly this.
they
plot
already
line.
did steal all my material.
And
when they made
Eeyore is
that
gonna have a
slasher
Slavic
film.
accent.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
Olga-
Olga. Yeah.
Olga's Polish from Poland, and she
Yep.
like literally like will be up at like 3:00 in the morning to play D&D with us in
Yep.
America.
If she's off, like she'll message me in advance and let me know, like, hey, I'm off coming up this week. If you have NPCs that need voiced, let me know and I'll jump in, because she loves being a part of our stuff, and she's on the other side of the world, so she doesn't get to do our regular shows. And she does all of our art and stuff for our show. She's our artist, so she really likes to be able to do that. So when she's got time off, she will jump in. So she did get the Eeyore part. She like did 3 parts in 1 week. Back to back, my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday show.
she was my mama.
She did
Yep.
so good with Mama.
And
I don't know how y'all didn't like just start dying laughing. We were all laughing
We
so
were
fucking
all
hard. We had to like
dying.
leave the camera. Like I literally was on the ground, like no joke, on the ground
We all
laughing.
had to turn our cameras
dead
off.
straight face. He's like, but Mama, why did you fuck that Minotaur?
I didn't say fuck them. I said, why
Yes,
did you make?
did.
I said no. I said
say.
my
We're gonna
exact
pull up
words
the
were,
VOD.
Mom.
"Why did you make a baby with
But
anthrax?"
Mama, why did you fuck
His
that
name's not
Minotaur?
Anthrax.
I
It's
said,
Azrax.
I said, why did you make a baby
Mom.
with him?
But Mama,
Mama.
Mama, I see
Mama.
that you're dying, Mama. But why'd you fuck that Minotaur, Mama?
And I
Mama?
Mom,
Okay.
why?
She just
Okay,
She just
I'll go
keeps
back into
explaining
character.
herself.
Well, obviously, it was because the Minotaur was horny.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
No, my mama was trying to make peace
Mama.
between the Minotaurs and the
She
Loxodons.
was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was
Yeah.
like
A marriage for peace.
she was like Padme, you know.
But then
just
my
trying to bring
my
peace.
brother-in-law
Oh my
killed
gosh.
my mom
She's so
by
good.
poisoning her because he's
Your half brother.
my half brother, the woolly mammoth.
Brother-in-law.
Yep,
But
he's half
Mom-
Minotaur, half Loxodon, so he looks like a woolly mammoth.
Oh
He
boy.
must die.
Dude, she's literally dying in a bed on her deathbed. You haven't seen her
Why,
in years.
Mom?
You've literally been asleep for 200 years. And you're like, but Mama. But Mama, why, Mama?
We
Well,
were
it's
all
clear because that
rolling.
this is why she got it because
Mom.
because of what she did, and now
Yeah.
That's basically what you
Poor
said,
Mom.
too. You were like, well, Mama, you shouldn't have fucked that Minotaur, Mama. You wouldn't be in this position, Mama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
made
pretty
it-
much.
It made it worse, like how straight you both were able to keep.
You're so
and we're
straight.
all-
That's why
we
it's
were
so
just
funny. She just
dead.
kept going. She just kept going. I can't do her
can't
accent
laugh
at
at
all,
this.
but she kept going
awesome.
back, just like, well, you know, because we were in love.
well, and then I'd be like, well, he used to burn cigars on me,
But Mama, he was mean to me, Mama.
right?
Yeah, your brother Angus killed your mama, and now you got beef with
Angus,
Terry.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's his name.
All these
Yeah.
questions you could have asked her, and you just kept repeating the same question. So good.
Oh,
It was
I'm a
so
mama's
fucking
boy.
funny.
It was great. It was
It
great.
was so funny. I think that was my favorite moment so far.
Yeah,
It was pretty fucking amusing.
Yeah,
It
we've
was-
been having some good laughs. That's for sure, man.
Yeah.
In the darkest campaign I've ever written is all
We
laughs
laughed
and
so
jokes
much.
all the time.
Well, like all
It's-
our characters are a little fucked up.
Like my Feywild campaign is the most emotionally intense campaign that I have, and it was the one that I wrote like the most
Mediocre.
lighthearted. Yeah, it's a fucking
Aw.
Feywild campaign. It's Wild Beyond the Witchlight. What can be heavy
It's
on
like a
your heart about that?
butterfly. It's talking to me.
Ah,
It's good.
like, look at the
And-
cover of this. How can
I
this
know.
be?
I know.
It's so pretty, and yeah, and then we're over here just shooting the shit, and
Laughing as his mom is fucking writhing in pain in bed.
Yeah.
dying, and
Dying.
we're just.
Well, next week you'll
Oh,
meet
boy.
Glenn.
I'm so ready.
I'm excited to
So
meet
ready.
mediocre Glenn.
Glenn the boob, mediocre lich.
Mediocre Glenn.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
on that note,
Well, that was awesome. Thanks
Yeah.
again. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
dude.
really
Mike
looking forward
back
to
you,
it.
man.
I hope that you'll have me back again. And
absolutely.
it's been great. It's wow. Like you were saying, Holly. I mean, I don't know your real name. What's your? I don't
It's
see it.
Rob.
Rob. Like you said, Rob. I mean, yeah, we were all back in the day, and this is like back in the day. You know, I mean, we're just here. We're just gonna play. We're gonna have fun. Enjoy it. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's a
Thanks
good
again.
group.
Yep.
Thanks
Yeah,
for having
hey.
me.
Michael, tell us where we
Thank
can find
you.
you outside. Tell us where we can find you outside of here.
Oh, well, I am also Graph Paper Architect. That is my YouTube channel that I have just now launched. I'm working on getting some, I have plenty of other gaming videos. I've been in the industry for a long time in the background, yada, yada, yada. But what it is it's universal tools that anyone can use in any setting, in any campaign, or it could be D&D, it could be Car Wars, could be any
Car
game at all.
Wars.
It could be Car Wars. I just
I know
grabbed that
about
out of my
Car Wars,
brain
man.
and like, just something,
played some
anything
Car
besides
Wars.
D&D. Yeah, whatever, Mech Warrior.
Mech
It's
Warrior.
a
I
channel-
play some Mech Warrior.
yeah. Dude,
I got an
hours and hours where it's like, okay, I'm up on a ridge and I'm firing my Gauss rifle and it's going through some trees and we're just like, well, how much is that going to deflect the Gauss rifle? And we're on it like 2 hours it took us to figure out the trajectory of and everybody's eyes are glazing over. But I mean, it's like, yeah, holy crap, I haven't done
4
that in a
years
long.
later, the Gauss
was
rifle
crazy.
fires.
Oh my god, it we're figuring that out. Anyhow, but yeah, I digress. The channel is about game design and gaming and tools that anybody can use. We talk about what's going to be having hopefully interviews with TSR alumni and anybody else. I'm also involved with Wizard Tower Games, owned by Don Samora. I am a marketing consultant and designer with them, and it is fantastic and wonderful and awesome and working on great stuff. So that's another place you can find me, and I'm doing Twitter and YouTube and Facebook and all of that kind of jazz. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and you can find me doing that stuff. And I'm super excited and happy to be here with Heroes and Hooligans and looking forward to doing more, especially with this group. Thank you very much for having me. It was a blast. I was trying. I half the time I'm laughing for real behind the mask. You're jumping up and down, and you're hitting me. It was great. It was great. So thanks again. That's me. That's my plug. My elevator pitch. So hope there's going to be more.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we will catch you next week. Those of you that are here in the audience, we are going to raid out over to Phoenix, Milwaukee. They are streaming right now live from Japan. And we will catch everybody else next week. Bye.
Good journey.
Bye.
Bye.